Hello again, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for your participation. We are very excited here for this webinar. We've been working on it for a bit of time because we feel that we have something really amazing to share with you. So I would like to start with introductions. I think some of you already know myself. My name is Ahmet. I'm the Managing Director for SESTEK for the MEAPAC region, and I was actively involved in the Ajman Bank AI Avatar project, working together with my colleague Hassan from Ajman Bank. Hassan Al-Jasmi is the head of alternate business channels in Ajman Bank, and he's also a media expert and spokesperson for UAE Football Federation. He's kind of a media celebrity personality as well. He has 120,000 followers on X, so he's going to be super comfortable in this webinar, unlike myself. So I'm not a professional spokesperson, so please forgive me for any mistake, but the purpose of this conversation is to deliver a true benefit to the audience and share something which is really unique that we have delivered recently, and it's live and running with Ajman Bank. So actually the project is kind of an outstanding project in multiple ways, one of which is it is the first fully cloud-based Agentic AI avatar for the banking industry. Not only for UAE, for most of the region, actually, including Middle East and Africa. So the name of our avatar is Hamad, and Hamad is a fully Emirati localized persona. So now I would like to introduce you to Hamad from a live video clip, and then I would like to make a quick introduction about Hamad himself from my perspective, and then I will start with my questions directed towards our dear colleague Hassan Al-Jasmi. So let me share my video quickly, and then we'll start right after.
Please.
السلام عليكم. أنا حمد من مصرف عجمان. كيف أقدر أساعدك اليوم؟
وعليكم السلام حمد، حيا الله، كيف الأحوال؟ إن شاء الله بخير.
السلام عليكم. أنا حمد من مصرف عجمان. كيف أقدر أساعدك اليوم؟
وعليكم السلام حمد، حيا الله، كيف الأحوال؟ إن شاء الله بخير.
الحمد لله بخير. إن شاء الله تكون بخير بعد. كيف أقدر أساعدك اليوم؟
والله عندي مشاكل شوي ومرهق الصراحة.
الله يعينك ويخفف عنك. إذا تبي أي مساعدة أو خدمة من مصرف عجمان أنا حاضر لخدمتك.
إيه الصراحة حاب أخذ بطاقة كريدت كارد من مصرف عجمان، بشو تنصحني؟
أكيد. عندنا بطاقات مميزة مثل ألترا كاش برايت وأكسل رايت بزنس. كل وحدة فيها مزايا رائعة. تبي تفاصيل عن أي وحدة فيهم؟
الصراحة أبيك تكلمني بالإنجليزية الآن.
Of course. How can I assist you today?
You know what? I have a big dream of buying a Ferrari car. Could you please give me some advice on that? What's the minimum salary to get it?
Wow, a Ferrari is a true masterpiece. For exotic car finance, the minimum salary required is 40,000 UAE dirhams. Let me know if you need more details.
Yeah, it feels like my dream is bigger than my budget. My salaries are around 10,000 AED per month. What would you recommend?
Oh, dreams are always worth chasing. With your salary, consider starting with a more affordable car and saving gradually. Our Ajman Bank Millionaire account could help you save smartly.
I see. All right, I'll check it out. Thank you so much.
Always happy to help. Just let me know if you need anything. How was your experience on our services today? You can rate from 1 inadequate to 5. Kindly provide us with your feedback to enhance ourselves even more.
Well, thank you so much. It's been great talking to you.
Thank you for your feedback. So glad to help you.
Okay, thank you, Hamad, for the introduction. So let me give you a quick introduction about Hamad from our perspective. So one of the things about Hamad is, first of all, in my 12 years of business life in this field of AI, I've never seen any AI personality being cared about as much as we did for Hamad in terms of localizing the figures, the tone of voice, the Emirati accent involved, as well as the whole mobilization on the management level. So I'd like to direct my first question to Hassan, and it will be about this aspect of the project. So my question is this. Hassan, what led Ajman Bank to move beyond traditional digital channels and invest in a live AI avatar? So could you share your insights into the executive level decision-making process?
Okay. First of all, I would like to say good morning to everyone, and hope everyone is safe and things under control. And let we talk about Hamid. As you said, it's like my son now. I take care of him a lot, my digital son. So we deeply gone through this project. You know, when we are in business channels in Ajman Bank, we are taking care of a lot of sections under the department, which is digital sales, contact center, other digital points. There we gather all customer touch points under one umbrella, which is business channels. So there is a product in Ajman Bank called young account. So you can open an account for your family, for your daughters, for your son. So my daughter's debit card get delayed. So she asked me, where is my card? I told her, I don't know. I was busy today. You can call the contact center and ask them. Then she said, in 2026, anybody is calling contact center and talking to bothering people? I told her, yes, we receiving a lot of calls. Well, she said, no, we don't like to call anybody. We will love to chat or send emails and do online conversations. So from that time, I think this kind of technology, it should be part of the communication for the new generation. This generation are very, very popular and growing very fast and using the technology very, very, very unique way. So you have to be in line with them. So if you want to reach your daughter, your sister, your new generations, you have to be there. This is the first way if we would like to be there. Ajman Bank wants to be there before everyone. Okay, we should be fast with this kind of technology because we are in a young country as well. UAE is very young country, multi-nationality country, and as a bank, we are just 15 years old as a bank. So our customer base are growing very fast, and we should be everywhere with this. This is the first one. Number two, what I can see in the business channels, you have various or a lot of channels. So the customer can get in touch with the bank through the contact center, mobile app, internet banking, digital branches. So the main touch point is contact center. So I think it will be annoying or will be a very old style to talk to divert the customer to call the contact center when he is in the branches, in the digital branches. You can see the old microphones when you talk to the contact center, or you are in the mobile app asking the customer, please call us on our toll free or our hotlines. So no, this one as a Hamid AI will add the customer service AI customer service agent in the channels itself. So it will develop the mobile app. It will develop the communication in the digital branches. You can put the agentic AI uh, in every channel. So then you will have your customer service on the each and every channel. So new generation, new kind of communication, new kind of customer service in each channels. So everything will be automation. So this was the idea about Hamad.
Yeah.
Talking
Yeah.
to new generation, being in every channels, doing automation and being very unique in the market as answer to your question.
Amazing, amazing. Hamad, I started calling you Hamad, by the way. Sorry, Hassan.
Yeah, it's
So,
okay. It's okay.
you will realize that Hassan looks so much like Hamad because actually,
Yeah,
it's
because
kind of almost.
I can see Dia and the team who worked with us. Yeah,
Yeah.
the idea was of Hamad. It's just why we are calling it Hamad and why it's wearing locals. So we are a multinationality country, and we want to be, and we are a local bank in small city in UAE. So we want to be part of our local community. We want to represent the local language and tone as well. And even the picture was my picture, my personal picture.
Yeah.
So we converted to the AI. We add some, yeah, definitely he has muscles and more handsome beard like Ahmed than me, but
Come
it
on.
seems it's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Hassan, I'd like to take it from where you left for the targeted audience, which is the next generation digital natives, right? So I can see that you have two emphases. One is targeting the next generations, and the other emphasis is more on localization. So what I've observed in this project is this subject of avatar is being approached mainly from an engineering angle, to be honest. But what I'm observing in the ground for these type of outstanding projects, more of the emphasis goes to artistic and experiential dimension, like tone, accent, conversational style, empathy, even the name itself. So I have seen with my eyes how much effort we have put even to the gutra, the way it was folded, right?
Yeah.
Taking your picture and then even the bird shape, you remember it was a bit longer and then we have shaped it and all those things. So I'd like to hear from you one more time, although you've emphasized a bit of that. How critical were those design elements to the overall success of the project?
Yeah, it's not easy to go to the UAE market with plus 50 banks and saying that we will have the new and very new technology, and we will introduce the first bank as a as a as a Ajman Bank to announce agentic AI or generative AI to show the people the technology that you will have it with the systems. So everyone will come and everyone will see, everyone will assist, everyone will have that option, the interest to see why Ajman Bank, and there is a big and huge players in the market still are not coming to this ground and touching these points and having this kind of technology. So going to the details, if you want to go to speak locals, so you have to be sensitive to the local language. If you want to wear local, you have to be very, 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 very similar to your local dress. So this is not an easy because you have to have very, very details in the on the what he's wearing and his head, like what I'm wearing right now. So everything should be on this. So when you show it to the people, is similar face, similar wearing kandura or ghatra ugal, and same languages as well. So we try to have Emirati accents just to tell the Emiratis that our technology is not similar to the other generative AI which is available in the market. Usually you are using it like ChatGPT and other technologies. Our technology is similar to the same concept, but we will talk in local. So this is one of the advantage that wearing like locals, talking like locals. On the same time, it has English capability. Definitely, it will talk to everyone in the UAE.
Amazing, amazing. So I have one question coming from Salahuddin. Thank you for the question, by the way, Salahuddin. I also see Diaz comments as well. Dia is one of the also big contributors of this project. He was the project manager for the first phase of the project before he moved to Netherlands. He's our dear colleague. He's experienced in this field. Also through that project, he was part of this experience. So I would like to say hello to Dia as well. So coming to Salahuddin's question, he's basically asking questions about the AI models we have used. I'll just give you a quick brief on that, and I'll forward the last question to Hassan, which is about the challenges we have faced during the project. But let me address the first questions. The time frame kind of like 6 to 9 months, like of course there was phases, and it's still continuing, by the way. This project has a big vision, so we are still adding new functionality, changing the accent related, like some of the emphases in the expressions that you've seen even in the video. We are fixing certain aspects of the project. By the way, in this project we have the mobile as well as the hologram meaning like the 3D image of Ahmet, and it was showcased initially in JITEX. So it's also very successful. It's kind of positioned in one of the headquarters of Ajman Bank, which is right below where Hassan's office is. You can always go and visit that headquarters, and it's an amazing experience with that. The project has a lot of challenges, had a lot of challenges. I'll just give you one before handing over to Hassan. It was about how to position the microphone on top of the hologram. So there are a lot of tiny details that are very crucial, actually, which you don't address. If you don't address, the all look and feel can be jeopardized, right? So you have an amazing avatar, amazing Agentic AI in the background, but if you don't have the microphone at the right place with the right setting, it will not work. So there were a lot of details I have to tell you, which were beyond the standard things that we think of when we think about success of these type of projects. And from a technology perspective, it was 100% data residency approach. So the LLM was OpenAI, Azure OpenAI. Why? Because they have a region in UAE. That's what we had to use. SESTEK solution is fully deployed on AWS in Dubai region again. The most challenging part was the avatar. The avatar itself was sitting in another region, also on AWS, but we had to bring it to UAE. Now this whole project is kind of serviced from within UAE. Although it's cloud, there is no component whatsoever which goes outside of UAE. So these are the main components, and it's a typical Agentic AI with the functionality. And there is information and transactional kind of scope that we are still working on and enhancing on a daily basis. And again, from a channels perspective, we have integrated with the Genesis channels on the mobile, and we have worked with our colleagues from Genesis and Servian for the integrations part and the relevant tasks as well. This is the overall details, the challenges he faced personally as well as the Ajman team while we are deploying the project. Over to you, Hassan, for the challenges during the project.
Look, it's not easy to go into the very traditional banking sector saying that we will come with the generative AI to do the automation customer service. So it's not easy. Who think this is very easy to convince the top management that we will spend this amount just to have the agent, the generative AI. Just put in your mind, this is not easy. If it's easy, everyone will step on this. Number two is to have the entire concepts. So we don't have anything. There is nothing similar to this in the market. So we cannot go and copy something. There is nothing. Usually in the banking sectors, the banks are very familiar with the system that already available. They look at the demo and they do some budgeting and implementing it next year or in the next financial cycle. So here is nothing. You have to create your own persona. You have to create your own TTS. You have to create your internal things related to the from where you will fetch the informations. And the same time as the banking sector, there is an regularity, internal regularity, external regularities from how you will put this in the OpenAI things. These all are very, this is challenges that we have faced from the beginning. And it seems for me from the beginning, it is impossible. This is not possible to go with this project. And I think my colleagues, Ahmed or someone else, they are available in this conversations, and they came to my office said, "Let we quit. I think we cannot do this and go live." Yes, it will be good for the marketing side, but it will not good. Will not be great. I told them no. Since if we started, that we have to beat all challenges and go live with this. Now, if you can see, if you are entered Ajman Bank mobile app, you will have Hamad AI is available, and we will announce the new mobile app. The main person or the main marketing material for the mobile app is Hamad AI, because we can go to the market saying, if we have the mobile app and no need to call the contact center or no need to visit our branches, go to the generative AI and ask the question. And the Gen AI that we have, it's Hamad, he can do two things for you. One is informational transactions. If you have any questions about the product, timing, it's similar to the contact center. Usually you ask them about the general question. And the second way, he will assist you with the transactional. So if you're driving your car, putting your mobile on the iPhone jack and iPhone where you will put it on the in the screen in the car, you can ask the Hamad AI to do some transactional efforts for you, paying your bills, transferring money to your wife, doing this. So I think this is, yes, very difficult, and it was a lot of challenges. But what I can see, and every time I'm telling my team, is this is only the beginning. The capability of Hamad, the AI, generative AI, is very huge, and whatever you want to add, you will add it till the future.
Amazing. Hassan, one thing I'd like to highlight here, honestly, one of the things that I really loved about this project was the commitment of the leadership. And I'm not just flattering you. And I have to tell, I've been doing a lot of projects for my last 12 years. Sometimes this level of coordination is very rare to find. So what I've seen was there was dedication, full focus. You, Mr. Mamoun, and Hassan, and Fayez, and all these people, and the partner Servian, and then everyone else. So I have seen that level of dedication, but it all started with the management. And that sponsorship was very valuable. I remember like there was a discussion around the Guthra folding again. So I remember you just calling people on the go, just fixing things without a lot of bureaucracy, so on and so forth. And one of the things I loved as well, like you were also very challenging for us as a vendor because you were really asking for very high standards all the time. And I think the brilliant move was going and making a live user feedback exercise. I think you you developed this on-ground surveys because you were having very high standards and then you wanted to get the real feedback. And I remember you saying, this is like inviting someone new to your neighborhood no one knows about, right? So there's a lot of cultural expectations as well. So can you tell a bit about like what type of survey was it? How were the insights monitored at the management level? And how this type of like very controlled and calculated risk-taking behavior is coordinated internally? So you were bold enough to take a decision, but you were always kind of backing your decision with real things on the ground, like surveys. You were taking that trouble to go and check a lot of people, monitor people. So can you let us know a bit about that part of the story, please?
Yeah, we have taken it in three levels. One is internally. Internally in the bank, we have showed this to the exco, telling them that we are going to the market, saying that we are the first generative AI in the market. This is for your informations. And we show them the cases, how we started, where we are going, and what's the future of the services, and where we want to implement this. Because we are expanding in the digital branches. So digital branches, it will be in the malls. So no need to put the staff from 10 to 10, from 10 a.m. to till 10 p.m. And we will put Hamad as AI staff or employee to assist the customers. So this is one of the use of it. The other one will be in the mobile app, and plus we can put it in the website as well. We are developing our website and will be part of our website as well. So we showed this to the management. There was a vote in the exco. Everyone was happy with this, and went to the next level. Next level is, who is this? Our customers. So going from the internal employees to the customer, we had a questionnaire to the customers in the branches with the team, to the live, showing the customer, this is the technology, this is the capability, you can use it, and give us your feedbacks. So we reached to 91% of the people can see that this will help them to do a lot better services with Ajman Bank. And it was surprise for me. And so I thought the people will be 70-75 because this is something new. But the people are using the chat GPTs and Claude and these kind of services every day. So most of the people, they knows what you are talking about, from which perspective you are coming. So I think that was very good. Plus, we have this project in the GITEX, and I think we did very good in terms of showing the people in the GITEX. GITEX is not very small event in the Middle East. Everyone comes to assist and see, and it was live showcase. We showed the avatar live screen, and people came, and I've seen a lot of people are interested to copy our experience. So yeah, it's not a team perspective. No, it was an entire new strategy of delivering projects, taking care of everyone, getting everyone opinions, going to the customers, to the technology side, to the excos, going to everywhere. And plus, it was very nice team building with the SESTEKs, Servion, and other people, how they work under pressure, under timeline, because we used to have it, I think, on September. Then we reduced the time just to be part of GITEX. So even the timeline changed for this project, and everyone was happy. So I have seen the people in the GITEX came, and they take care of this project like their own the project. It's not mine or Ahmed or someone. Everyone been participating in this one. It was their project.
Exactly. So this is also amazing that we had a very solid deadline, which is GITEX, and everyone knew that it was a very solid deadline, and we wanted to showcase. Everyone wanted that deadline. By the way, we were not all the team, not only the Ajman management, everyone wanted to finish it timely so that we can showcase together. So we had a joint ideal date. Everyone was motivated about, so we kind of managed it. But even before, coming to that stage and showcasing the real implementation, just to highlight one more time, I really appreciated a lot the efforts you have put to have internal tests, and I've seen how professional they were. You had a very sophisticated way of measuring the quality on multiple dimensions, and you brought about these results and you shared with us transparently, and thankfully the results were very positive, but it could have been otherwise as well. So it was kind of a risk for us as well, and we also encourage you to do that survey so that we see from the ground, because we also wanted to do something extraordinary. So this type of mutual harmony really helps a lot for the projects when you are also evidence driven. Of course, everyone can claim that the AI is very good and accent is very good, but it should be evidence driven, right? So I really love the way that you were always checking us with actual things on the ground, testing it, asking it to people, rather than just relying on our words. And then this would be a good feedback to us as well. So we really enjoyed that part. So we have almost 10 minutes left. So I have a few questions as well. So we have a couple of more questions on my screen. One of the questions about how we can access the solution today. One way to access it to go to Ajman headquarters and check the hologram itself and interact with it live. The other one is the mobile application, but I'm not sure whether you need to be account holder or like you need to download.
Yeah,
So
you
yeah,
have to have an account with us,
yeah,
and if you are in UAE region, you
yeah.
can open an account with UAE Pass,
So
and
this is a privilege for Ajman Bank customers. So if you want to enjoy that privilege, please.
otherwise you can come, and the team will take you to the digital branches, which is available in Ajman and solely in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. This is will be part of our branches.
Yeah. So if you're not the account holder of Ajman Bank, the experience you're going to have with the hologram will be exactly the same as the mobile. It's the same application.
Yeah.
By the way, for the audience, these solutions are extremely, I mean, like absolutely omni-channel. So there's no differentiation among channels, including the holobox. Tomorrow it can be on the IVR on any of the channels. So it's exactly the same experience. So there's no difference in terms of what you can expect as an experience. So if you would like to have a hands-on experience with that solution, please visit the Ajman Bank branch while you're passing by. So it will be exactly the same for all the channels. So last a few questions, I would like to combine them, Hassan. So I was curious about hearing more from you about how people reacted to the Emirati persona. Like what was the initial feedback coming from real Emirati locals actually? Like how did they feel about this persona? Maybe you can let us know a couple of sentences about that. And I would like to discuss the vision. So we are building a digital workforce which is working in harmony with the human workforce. And we hope to really expand it for increased bandwidth, for more interesting use cases that we're discussing for this year, like outbound use cases, and also like enhancing the SLA, so on and so forth, and also addressing the digital natives. And of course, like while doing that, we want to improve the CX design, all those things. This is from my side. So two questions. One, how the Emirati locals seen or like perceived this Hamad figure? And the second question is, what's your vision about the future of CX AI at Ajman Bank?
Look, for me personally, as a person, we are a multinationality country. We have more than 200 nationalities. All these nationalities love one thing: the heritage of UAE. They love UAE foods. They came through all of the world just to come to this country, and they want to be part of the traditions of this UAE. So they love to deal with the locals, with how the locals wear, and their accents. So this was one of the way why we have used this as the locals. Now, when you say to the Emiratis that we are going to have generative AI talking Emirati, so everyone will be interested. So they will go and see the accents, and they try to test the accent, because as you see, the local people, they are very collective with their accent. So if you said something in your local language wrong, so everyone say no, this is not in this way, should be in this way. So local is very sensitive area. So people usually save this word, save this accents. So it was very challenging, but I think we developed it in very good way. We can call it a white local language. White because local language in Dubai and Abu Dhabi is same, but there is some difference. But what we have it now is it's a white one. Everyone can access it. Even people who are Arab speakers in UAE or from other regions from Arabs, they can understand what the avatar saying, which is one of the challenges. Yeah, talking local with the Arabs, they knows what's happening. No need to have Arab for Arabs, local for locals, English for English. No. Locals for everyone. So this is one of the things. So the omni channels it's a must, and it's happening very fast. You can implement this in the ATMs. You can implement this in the mobile app, which is already there, in digital branches. Wherever you want to put it. Now we will have it in the website. So website is with the mobile phones. So it's very popular omni-channels for the new customers who was asking, who's Ajman Bank, where's your location, what kind of product you have it. So you can implement this in the first page, and the customer can have direct conversational with Ahmet. No need to go to the product page and going up to the other services. No. Ahmed will come to the website and speaking loudly with the customer and guiding to the services. So the changes and the growing is very fast, and we have to run with what's happening in the world right now.
How about the vision, Hassan? What's your vision for the CXA at Ajman Bank? So how do you think this project will expand and unfold? And what's your vision for the future?
Look, it depends to a lot of things. The vision depends to what capabilities you have, the budget you have, the things you have, and plus the technology itself. So now we are doing the transactional things and informational things. So when you say in the banking transactional, so you can have the Gen AI as a mobile app itself. So you just go and tell the Hamid, I want to have this services. Can you change my SMS language? Can you change my email address? So then you will go to the next level. So for me is to be an agentic AI, generative AI, all kind of customers commands and services to be in one person, which was just Hamid. So this is my, if you ask me for my personal vision, yes, it depends on a lot of things in APIs and technology and the budget and the technology itself. And I think it could happen in very nearly futures. You know, I'm not talking about 2030. I'm talking about 27, 28. It will be you will have mobile app and Gen AI. Mobile app, you can do the self-services by yourself. Gen AI, you will have it to someone to do it for you. You can pay your bills, transfer money, doing other services. You usually do it with the banks, but this is the future I can see.
Yeah, sure. So there are a few questions, and I think we're almost coming to the end of the webinar. Maybe another 7 minutes we can extend. So I will address some of these questions. So one question is, let's keep this to the final question. Like, what's the biggest lesson earned during the implementation of the AI avatar? We can finish with this one, if you agree with me, Hassan.
Yeah.
One other question is more technical. So the services initially, as Hassan also emphasized, initially informational inquiries and some transactions. Phase 2, more transactions. Actually, the natural progression of these projects are you try to cover more and more of the self-services. Of course, there are certain services which has to be handled by human beings because we have the consciousness, we have the empathy. There is always a kind of domain for human beings which cannot be trespassed by any digital agent. So that we are kind of also, the core message in this webinar, if you ask me, is like it's all about CX design and it's all about understanding the target human beings, which are like Emirati, for example. We need to be very careful about how we fold the Gutra to the accent. For the international community, we have to be very clear about that. We can like understand all accents of Arabic as well as English as well. So the audience has kind of expectations, and one of those expectations is there are certain transactions which has to be handled by human beings, right? Regardless of whether AI can do it or not. So these sensitivities are really there, and I really enjoy that. I really appreciate that. So there will always be a section of transactions and inquiries that will be handled by human agents. But the rest most probably will be handled by the digital agent, which is Ahmed, and the digital workforce represented by Ahmed. And also this year with our colleagues, we have discussed a lot of very interesting outbound use cases, some of which are confidential, so I cannot disclose right now, but they're very exciting, very kind of outstanding type of use cases, which I think will add incredible value to Ajman Bank operations. Plus, we are discussing on the discussion level how we can leverage the power of co-pilots and analytics to complete the whole operational picture. Because, you know, in the end, when you have a very strong digital workforce, you also need to kind of support your agents so that they're also on a par with the like raised expectations coming from the customers, and also to fill the gaps between the digital workforce and human workforce, plus how we analyze and then get the cues from the customers' inputs to keep on enhancing our automation. So the analytics is a key part of that story. So these were some of the things that we have discussed. And there's one more question. Let me also quickly check that. From a regulation perspective, actually, because everything is based on data residency, and the bank has already given us all the sensitive points about security, it seems that we have a very safe path, of course, to build the whole solution based on like the initial scope, which includes transactions as well as information inquiries. But the guardrails has always been a very critical part of this discussion, the guardrails. So we always want to make sure that we are not going off track, giving any unnecessary information. This is a very good question. Yes, we have a very high scope, very comprehensive scope, let me say, but we are very careful in terms of the security aspects. So we are blocking any unnecessary conversation or any type of security risk involved. So that's also a very key aspect of this whole project. Now, sorry, I just kind of wanted to just very quickly, I would like to finish off with this question, Hassan. What's your biggest take from this project? What's the biggest lesson? If you allow me, I will just in one sentence, and I will leave it to you for the final words, and you can also share your final remarks as well. For me, the biggest lesson I gained from this project is a successful agentic transformation is only possible if you bring the dots together. Please don't take this just a very dry engineering problem. It's a matter of mobilization of so many different teams with artistic, engineering, CX design perspectives. It was only the coordination of all of these points that made this project successful. If you miss any of these points, then you have to be ready for challenges. Security is an aspect, CX design is an aspect, localization is an aspect, team coordination is an aspect, integrations in an aspect, APIs in an aspect. So what I am seeing the actual value also on top of all of these is the management sponsorship. And I can tell in one sentence that it is because of the whole coordination of these points that we could succeed in this project. Now I would like to leave the stage to our dear colleague Hassan for his final remarks and the lessons taken, and we will finish off with this one. Please, the stage is yours, dear.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the biggest lessons, which is, I think it's very difficult question for me. And I'm that person, if you can ask him, I can find the answer very quickly. But this one is, I think it's very cool, very, very tough and very difficult question. But I can see is the biggest lesson is if you want to follow the trends, you will have a lot of other things. But if you would like to have the real one, you have to build something based on your design, based on your capability, based on your budgets. So what we have implemented as with the SESTEK and the team as a Ahmet AI is something designed for us based on our capability, based on our local design or traditional way for the community. This will add a lot to our customers. When you go to the customer saying that we will bring some AI talking your same language, that will help them. So the lesson is, it's the right time to jump in this area, and the AI area related to the customer service. Our customers are very popular. This services will be popular to your customers, very, very popular. Customers knows how to deal with it. And this is the future. So the big lesson is, I think we have done very good job and in the right time and very fast and very quick way. So was one of the best projects during my career over than 25 years.
Great. Perfect. Hassan, thank you very much and for these amazing insights coming from you. I would like to thank the audience as well. It's a Ramadan time. You spent your time with us. I hope it was insightful for you as well. We thank all the audience. If you have any further questions, I'm here. Hassan is here. So we are more than happy to support you. Again, I would like to thank all the stakeholders of the project who have given amazing support and who have put their best efforts. And I would like to thank again to Ajman Bank for their amazing management of the whole project and great harmony with all of the teams. And please stay safe, and Ramadan Kareem for those who fast. And we would like to see you in the upcoming webinars as well. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Hassan. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.